Welcome back and welcome to our weekly edition of All Things Women in Sports. We begin this week with the NWSL. Playoff soccer begins on Friday, and the final few teams punch their ticket to postseason play in a dramatic fashion. So here are your playoff matchups. We've got the top-ranked Kansas City Current taking on the New York Gotham FC. Then it's Washington Spirit, number 2 seed, hosting Racing Louisville FC. In your mid-ranking matchups, it's last year's champ, the Orlando Pride, hosting the Seattle Reign. And finally, third-ranked Portland Thorns will host the San Diego Wave. And for the second straight year, Kansas City Current star forward Temwa Chawinga won the NWSL Golden Boot Award. She's now just the second ever NWSL player to win the honor in back-to-back years after former Chicago star Sam Kerr. Chawinga did sustain an injury at the end of the regular season, so we have yet to see if and when she'll be available for the playoffs. But before her injury, she tallied 15 goals and 3 assists this season. The Current are chasing their first ever NWSL championship. Meanwhile, in tennis, the final and biggest championship of the year kicked off this weekend. Today and tomorrow are the final 2 days of group play in the Women's Tennis Association Finals. Now, this annual tournament only accepts the top 8 players in the world. This year, 50% of those athletes are American. You got third seed Coco Gauff defending as the champion. And right now, the players are in round-robin group play before the top 4 move on to the semifinals. Now, top-seeded Aryna Sabalenka and 6th-seeded Elena Rybakina are still undefeated. At the bottom, Madison Keys and Jasmine Paolini have lost their first 2 out of 3 group rounds, but everyone else has 1 win and 1 loss going into the final group games tomorrow and Thursday. Meanwhile, in basketball, the NCAA season is here. Last night, the Hawkeyes started their season off with a win. It's just the second season with Jan Jensen as head coach, and it was the debut for Addie Deal, a 5-star prospect. You might notice a familiar face on the floor this year. Davenport North alum Journey Houston saw playing time for the Hawks in their season opener. Iowa ran away with this one against Southern University, 86-51. And not to be outdone, the Iowa State women started their season against St. Thomas yesterday. The Cyclones were ranked 14th in the AP preseason poll, and this one was all Iowa State. The Cyclones outscored the Tommies 29-3 off of turnovers. Iowa State won this one 85-36 for their 31st straight opener win. And Iowa State star Audie Crooks will once again be one to watch this year. Last week, ESPN ranked her as the 10th best college basketball player in the country, calling her one of the most dominant interior players in the nation. Last season, Crooks set Iowa State's single-season scoring record and led the Big 12 in scoring. Now she's back for her junior year, and we can't wait to watch. On the professional side of things, though, both the WNBA and the Players Association have agreed to a 30-day extension for their current collective bargaining agreement negotiations. This gives both sides another month to negotiate a new deal. The players are asking for higher incomes and a bigger piece of the revenue brought in by the league. The WNBA signed an 11-year, $2.2 billion TV deal. Attendance records have been smashed across the country, and ratings have skyrocketed. And the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame has announced its 2026 inductees, including 2-time WNBA MVP Candace Parker. Parker played for the LA Sparks, Chicago Sky, and Las Vegas Aces, and won 3 championships. Now, the full class will be inducted in Knoxville, Tennessee on June 27th. Well, there are 2 local ladies nominated for this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout. First up, you got Mackenzie Moeller from North Scott. The senior had 17 kills and 10 digs in the Lancers' win to set into state. So, pull out your phones. She is joined by Kennedy Willemkens from Riverdale. She had 8 kills, 2 aces, and 7 digs in the Rams' regional championship win. And if you scan this QR code, it'll take you right to the page to vote. You can also vote for any of this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout nominees by following the link on our homepage at WQAD.com. You have until tomorrow at noon to cast your vote, and each week's winner is featured on Off the Cuff. Finally tonight, it was a historic moment at the Women's Cricket World Cup. This weekend, India won for the first time ever with a 52-run victory over South Africa. To even get to the finals, India had to defeat the defending champion and 7-time winner Australia in the semifinals. And they ended up lifting the trophy in front of their own home crowd. It's the first time ever the Women's World Cup has been won by a country other than Australia, England, or New Zealand. And it's a moment India has been waiting for since first debuting on the cricket world stage 50 years ago. That'll do it for this week's edition of Women in Sports.